Welcome to the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch, California for match day one of the U.S. Soccer Boys Development Academy 2018 Winter Showcase. We're coming to you from Field 6 at the Immaculate Premier Sports Campus, where Pateadores is getting set to face off against Real Colorado in the first of 240 games over the Boys Winter Showcase at the U-16, 17, and U-18, 19 levels. This one coming to you at the oldest age group in the U.S. Soccer Development Academy, U-18, 19. As Pateadores coming in currently ranked third in the Southwest Division with a 3-0-3 record. Real Colorado, meanwhile, comes in at fifth in the Frontier Division with a record of 5-1-4, but despite being in fifth place, they are just 3 points out of first place in the Frontier Division behind leader Sporting Kansas City. And it will be Real Colorado to get us underway. They are in their all-black kits with white numbers. Pateadores will be attacking from right to left across your screen. They are in their all-white with blue trim. So we are getting set for kickoff. And referee Irving Navarro gets us underway. 82 Development Academy clubs bringing 160 teams over these two age groups. This Winter Showcase being played in conjunction with the U-17 and Nike International friendlies. Last night, the USA tying Portugal 1-1 in their first game of that tournament, while Brazil beat Turkey 1-0. It just goes to show the cohesion between U.S. Soccer youth national teams and the U.S. Soccer Development Academy. This game handpicked by the U.S. Soccer Development Academy, as is every game at the Winter Showcase. Matchups are picked based on form, geography, styles of play, and many other considerations to ensure the most meaningful competitions for all the teams here. Despite the fact that they are out-of-conference games, though, they all count toward the standings. So very important, not only for these players playing in front of a ton of scouts, both college and national team, but also in their respective divisions as they look to get 3 more points here today and a possible total of 9 points over the 5 days in order to make the playoffs come the end of the season. Between the Boys Development Academy Showcase this week and the Girls Development Academy Showcase next week, over 400 college coaches will be in attendance. And the U.S. Soccer National Team Development the scouting staff alone, there's going to be 44 national team scouts in attendance as well. So great opportunity for many of these players to put themselves not only a showcase window for colleges, but for the youth national teams as well. Some of these players, like Ryan Nielsen, center back for Pateadores, have already been in the national team pools. Other players hoping to make their way in. A lot of these players in both Real Colorado and Pateadores are both right on the cusp. So this will be a free kick for Pateadores. It'll be taken by De Andrade on the far side. He's actually going to leave this one off for Nielsen. Nielsen was with the US U-17s when they went to Mexico a couple months ago. Played in matches against Mexico and Costa Rica. As Pateadores on the ball early on. Played forward, that's a lovely little flick. And Dirksen does a good job to keep that in against his opposite number. Leighton Purchase was able to win the throw-in though, and it's Real Colorado to go the other way. Jarquin. Played over the top, looking for the run of McClusker. Real Colorado will come away with it. Oh, it's lovely one-touch passing and instantly killed by Mauro Rafael in the middle. Rolls it out wide. De Andrade will play this one back to Nielsen. U-17 International looking for options as all 10 outfield players are in the offensive half for Pateadores. This is a Pateadores side that is so good of knowing when to try and hit on the break in transition or when to settle in to a possession-oriented game and look to break teams down through combinations. Jarquin. Lenbauer into the box for McClusker. Wonderful hold-up play from the forward. And Figueroa trying to get it out. And this is going to be a free kick as it is offsides against Pateadores. So a get out of jail free card for Real Colorado as they've been under the cosh here in the early going. Their defense has done well though, kept their shape and has not given up any early opportunities. This free kick will be taken by Nolan Burns, who has seen the ball right at the top of his box, but nothing to concern him so far. And a chance to fashion their first real attack of this game for Real Colorado. Giovanni Herrera leaves it on the overlap. That's one thing you'll see a lot of from Real Colorado. They love to try to get to the ball to the end line and put in quality services. And here they've been able to win a free kick from a very dangerous position. So it's Ian Kugler who's over it. Left-footed outside back is going to use this left foot to swing it in. Look for him to either dink it onto the penalty spot or try and curve it to the back corner of the 6. And force Solorio in the Pateadores goal to make a decision whether or not to come off his line. Littleton, Colorado native, over the ball, waiting for the referee's whistle. He teases it in, and McClusker coming all the way back from his forward position to do the defending, but it's at the expense of a corner kick, first of the game for Real Colorado. So Kugler will take it again. Always good when you can have the left foot over on the right side. That's what gives you those in-swinging balls. And this corner kick will no doubt be an in-swinger. Played low, was looking for the flick on. And it will be take 2 for number 2. Be interesting to see whether or not he tries to play this to the near post again or whether he looks to go far. And now he's going to actually leave this one off and be a short option. This one taken by the captain Herrera. And skying to get that header, but right into the arms of Solorio. So first real opportunity of this game falling to Real Colorado, but it was easy for Solorio in the end. But it's been end-to-end stuff here at field number 6. This is the magnificent Premier Sports Campus. 23 FIFA regulation size fields. Herrera has been with Real Colorado for 6 years, is hoping to go down the professional path. And he's looking busy early on, trying to cause a problem for Jarquin, and it bounced up awkwardly and hit him on his hand. Unfortunate for Giovanni Herrera. Pateadores electing to play it short. Pateadores was established back in 1987. It's been a member of the DA since 2007, and were the U-18 Development Academy champions back in 2011. They're always right in the thick of it too. Last year, the 18-19s finished first in a stacked Southwest Division. Made their way into the playoffs, were unfortunate not to get out of the group stage. Head coach Teddy Chronopoulos saying about this year's group, they're not as talented individually, but they're much better as a collective unit. Have a lot more continuity as well. Both coaches saying they love the blue-collar attitude of their players and the way that they work for each other. This one brought down to midfield. Herrera is looking to run. It was a smart decision to hold it up and wait for the overlap. Seepol's cross hits off the post. It goes out for a goal kick. Not sure whether he meant for that to be as dangerous as it was. In the end, sigh of relief from Alan Solorio as he'll take the goal kick. You can see that Seepol loves to get to the end line and try and put in crosses. And who knows, sometimes crosses just happen to go in. Pateadores keeping the ball on the ground, looking to break through the lines. McClusker. Inside from Mauro Rafael. And this one too far for Jarquin. Seepol gets it back. That ball looking for Gutierrez, cleared away by Jarquin. Header one over McClusker. And that one bought down by Sean Keeney. Good ball, and the foot race is on. Flag stays down, Herrera. And just a bit too much from Giovanni Herrera. Is gonna get a talking to for putting the ball in the net after the whistle had blown. Good refereeing from Irving Navarro, just coming over and saying there's no need for that as play goes on. One back by Liam Dirksen. A space down the far side for Rafael. Dirksen. It's poked away by Leighton Purchase. So it'll be a throw-in on the far side for D'Andrade. Jarquin loves the way he gets forward at every opportunity. Figueroa loses it. Seepol, forward for Herrera. Marinas was unable to find the run of Joshua Miranda on the far side. That's a lovely 1-2 to open up space, and it's 3-on-3. Looking for the early cross, and cut out by Samuel Hallam just before McClusker could get there. First corner kick of the game for Pateadores. Good work by Samuel Hallam, who will play his college ball for the University of Denver. And this will be an outswinger on the far side. That's a good service. And going for the spectacular. It doesn't come off this time, but it will be Pateadores' ball deep in Real Colorado's end. It'll be another throw-in for Pateadores. Scored 14 goals in their first 6 games this season. As there'll be another throw-in for Pateadores. McClusker has been heavily involved early on. This time it's off his foot and will be a throw-in for Kugler. Another throw-in for Kugler, whose parents, Bruce and Mindy, are in attendance. Came down to Florida from Colorado, sitting just to my left. Some of the nicest people I've met. De Andrade gets it forward and continues his run. Finds the return pass, but has his pocket picked. Pateadores able to keep possession in midfield. And this is Mauro Rafael. He's acting as the fulcrum of the attack, Rafael, and he gets it out wide to Jarquin. Jarquin able to get the cross in, skips by McClusker. McClusker wanted a foul, he's not gonna get it. Instead, it's sent the other way. And all the way back to Solorio. And does well to find his center back. Keeney wins the header. Hallam Skies can't get the header. Pablo Figueroa. And this one hits off Xander Wendt. And it'll be another corner kick for Pateadores. So Real Colorado side, who started the season with 6 clean sheets in their first 7 games, given up just 1 goal, and then in their last 2 games, gave up 6 goals and a 2-1 loss at Texans Houston SC, and then a 4-4 draw with Houston Dynamo in their last 2 games. But before that, the best defense in the Development Academy. Head coach Danny Bill said they spent the last 2.5 weeks working on getting back to their defensive best. So it's a side that, when everything is on, is very hard to score goals against. It's that one won by Leon. Bought down by Gutierrez. Purchase gets it out wide to Herrera. Herrera measuring up the cross. It's a good one to the back post. This one laid down for Gutierrez. Skips by him. Chance is still on. And Real Colorado have the game's first goal. Well, and that's when you know it's a team. Everybody goes over to the one who sent in the ball rather than the one who scores. Midway through the first half, Real Colorado are in the ascendancy. Oh, what a composed finish that was from Will Seipel. Third goal of the game, or third goal of the season for the Boulder, Colorado native. And now it's Pateadores looking for the equalizer. De Andrade. Seipel did so well to cut in as soon as Herrera took his position on the wings. But we talked about the fact that Real Colorado loves to use the width and try and get into those areas where they can send in crosses. And it's just like that, they've taken the 1-0 lead. Oh, but a chance might open up here for Figueroa, but quickly off his line is the keeper. Booming punt from Burns. And Herrera. Nielsen does a good job to come over and shield him off, so it'll be a goal kick. Herrera asking for a foul, he's not gonna get it. And perhaps he thinks it took a touch off Nielsen on the way out. De Andrade. Good defending on the far side by Joshua Miranda. Mauro Rafael was hailed by head coach Teddy Chronopoulos as one of Pateadores' leaders. So he does a really good job of being vocal and pushing players out of their comfort zone. I said he's not only that, but he also leads through his hard work and the example that he sets. Siepel. Xander went. Gets it out wide for Kugler. And popped over the top. And it's brought down by Nielsen. Oh, the referee playing advantage. Jarquin's not going to be able to track it down. That's a chance for Real Colorado to get numbers forward. Gutierrez floats this one in the box, looking for the header for Herrera. Nielsen's over to make the play. Purchase holds on to it for Real Colorado, has it swept off of his foot, and it's out of bounds for a Real Colorado throw. So it'll be a throw in for Keeney. Into the feet of Purchase. Purchase puts in a dangerous ball. It's Solorio, decisive in the punch. Gutierrez. Morenes. That one just beyond the reach of Morenes. D'Andrade. Nielsen. This one behind Jarquin, but this time he will be able to chase it down. Forward for Figueroa. Figueroa unable to turn Keeney. The ball will remain with Pateadores. So it's Jarquin's throwing. Dirksen looking for McClusker. McClusker does enough to win the throw-in. Talked about the fact that Real Colorado came in today just 3 points behind Sporting Kansas City in the Frontier Division. Actually beat the first place team 1-0 back on October 28th. Pateadores, meanwhile, Teddy Chronopoulos saying, you know, we've only played 2 games in the last 2 months, so it'll be interesting to see how long it takes us to find our rhythm. Played 2 games in November after not playing any games in October due to having a couple cancellations. He said, we will find our rhythm, just have to do it quickly. They're down 1-0 here. McClusker, though, has been very busy. He gets a cross off, but nobody crashing at the back stick. Now D'Andrade will get there. Miranda will take it off of his boot. And Miranda rolls it on the ground, only as far as Nielsen. And that's staunch defending from Xander Wendt. Nielsen flicks it on to Lenbauer. He'll get in the middle for Rafael, back to Nielsen. D'Andrade on the far side. Nielsen steps inside the challenge. This is Jarquin. Being watched by Siepel. Now McClusker floats it to the back post. It's a beautifully measured ball, trying to put it back across, and it's cleared out by Helm. Not out of danger yet, though, Real Colorado's. The cross takes a deflection, and it'll be the 3rd corner kick of the game for Pateadores. Six players lurking in the box for Pateadores as they play it short. Figueroa tried to leave it off for Rafael, and it's cleared away by Kugler. It's McClusker again. Seipel played it off of McClusker, but it fell back to Figueroa. Gets it over to Jarquin. He hoisted up to the back post. And brought down by Mauro Rafael. Oh, it's a good ball in. This is really good sustained period of possession and pressure from Pateadores. They've huffed and they've puffed, but so far have been unable to break down this Real Colorado defense. He's getting it away as Morenes. And tracking back is Jarquin. Leong got it back to his keeper. Matt Leong. That was a weaving run by Figueroa, but getting it back with the sliding tackle with Seipel. Now Herrera is running 1-on-2. Has Seipel to his right. This is Seipel. He'll put it back for Herrera, and the shot is blocked. And now the break could be on here if they can hurry. And clicked over the top from Shung. And it will go all the way through for Nolan Burns. Nolan Burns has been with Real Colorado since joining in 2016 from the Colorado Rush. He's committed to the University of San Francisco, the Real Colorado keeper. And he elects to play this one on the ground. Nielsen wins the header. Herrera. Oh, he's really given a free roll, isn't he, Herrera? Has popped up in all different parts of the field for Real Colorado. Gutierrez overtakes in midfield. Gets back for Morenes. And Real Colorado will hit the reset button through Hallam. Seipel. Keeney. Forward for Herrera, and getting a touch was Jarquin. So Real Colorado have the 1-0 lead and the ball in this throw-in. Real Colorado looking for its 8th clean sheet in just its 11th game played this season. Still plenty of soccer left to go, of course, but when you have that type of record, it's certainly on the cards. So the throw-in one by Gutierrez. And Gutierrez, the number 15, and Miranda, the number 11 for Real Colorado, both in just their first year in the development academy, and went from being first-year players to starters very, very quickly. Danny Bill said their progression has just been tremendous. As that's a heavy challenge and an unfair one, says the referee. So the foul is whistled against Jung. And it'll be a free kick for Morenes, who missed that 4-4 draw with the Houston Dynamo after receiving a red card in the 2-1 loss to Houston Texans. As Giovanni Herrera is over it. Oh, it's a delightful ball placed perfectly onto the penalty spot. But it's Pateadores who get there first. And Kugler intercepts, but his first touch lets him down. It'll be a throw-in for Pateadores on the far side. Beautifully weighted ball for Figueroa. He's looking to run, steps inside of Hallam, but Keeney gets back to intervene. Figueroa somehow wins it back, and just too much zip on it for Liam Dirksen to redirect it, and it'll be a goal kick for Real Colorado. So the goal kick for Nolan Burns. Real Colorado just first to anything in their box. Can understand why they already have 7 shutouts in just 10 games coming into today. Real Colorado head coach Danny Bill saying it'd be really interesting to see how his team controls their emotions and handles the pressure of playing in front of this big stage, not only in front of the national team scouts, but all the college scouts as well. And you'd have to say, so far so good. I'm also really excited about the fact that all 3 of their matches in this 4-day span here at the Boys Development Academy Winter Showcase for Real Colorado are against teams currently in the top 17 in the Development Academy. This is Pateadores to come forward again. So this one skips past Gutierrez. Will go out of bounds for a throw-in. Real Colorado's U-16-17 girls won the Development Academy title last year, and they're very much exactly like this U-18-19 boys Real Colorado side in the fact that they have such great shape, they're so compact, they're a very hard side to break down, but then when they go forward, they take their chances, devastating effect. Real blue-collar attitude, workman-like mentality, but then also the creativity as well when they need it the most. So you can see that it's something that's definitely permeated throughout the entire club on both the boys and the girls side for Real Colorado. So this one into the feet of McClusker. Len Bauer, the center back, was the hero in the last match against Sacramento Republic, scoring a 90th minute goal to give Pateadores the 2-1 win and keep their undefeated streak alive. 3-0-3 coming into this game, Pateadores, but they're trailing 1-0 here to Real Colorado. So it's a mazy dribble into the box from Zhang, who will leave it back for DeAndrade. He puts it in. And getting a foot on it was Morenes, and it's cleared away by Kugler. This is Nielsen. DeAndrade, little touch inside for Dirksen. Plays it into the channel for McClusker. Oh, and a great tackle by McClusker. Now McClusker looking to set the table, and it's cleared away by Hallam. Only as far as Jung. Jung puts it in. It's spilled, and the chance is off the post. It looked like Figueroa had the equalizer, but the linoleum comes to the goalkeeper's rescue and spares his blushes after he spilled the cross. Siepel dances around Leong, but it's won back by Len Bauer. Len Bauer, Jarquin. Herrera was cutting off the back pass to the keeper, so Jarquin had to turn with it, and it's won back by Real Colorado, and the throw-in will go the way of Pateadores. Quickly taken to Rafael. Flicked on by McClusker for Figueroa. Arrows his way into the box, puts it back across, but Hallam is well positioned once again. So Adrian Jarquin in his 3rd year with Pateadores to take another throw-in. One back by Siepel. Hooks it away, only as far as Leong. Jarquin. Dirksen. Leong. Oh, and he's put Len Bauer in an awkward situation here. Foot race with Gutierrez. Len Bauer wins it and gets it to his keeper. Solorio will get it to the other side for Nielsen. And the U-17 international will advance the ball for Pateadores. Nice turn from McClusker. McClusker will play his college ball for Lev Kirshner at San Diego State. So he goes down just on the edge of the box, and he'll win the free kick. Five players waiting to crash the box for Pateadores. There's a sixth hanging out just on top in the form of Zhang. Figueroa is going to run over it. Rafael's going to stop. Now Figueroa is going to take it. And it's cleared away by Purchase. Jarquin drives it back into the box. And a quick snapshot flashes just wide of Burns' far post. Oh, they're getting closer, Pateadores. Rang one off the post earlier, but it remains 1-0 Real Colorado. Burns elects to keep this on the ground. Long searching ball over the top, bought down on the chest by Nielsen. De Andrade. Nkosi De Andrade on the far side. In for McClusker, little touch off. It's Dirksen who's continued his run down the line. Has McClusker in support. Instead elects to look for Figueroa in the middle, but that one drifts over his head. And out to pick up the pieces is going to be Sample via the throw-in. He'll leave this one off for Keeney. One back by Rafael. Nielsen kills it instantly. De Andrade looking to advance. Rolls it out wide. And back to Nielsen it comes. The U-16-17s will start their winter showcase tomorrow. Every team here has 3 games, 160 teams between the 2 age groups, and every game counts towards the regular season standings. Flick on header from Purchase. Second header from Len Bauer out of bounds. Apologies, Leong. And a break in play as we have to get a ball from the far side. Thrown to be taken by Keeney. Head coach Danny Bill saying of Sean Keeney, he may be the smallest player, but he plays like he's the biggest. Colorado College certainly thinks so. That's where he will play after his time with Real Colorado. Keeney's asking for the ball on this near side. He's coming up. Instead, Herrera's looking the other way, and that's where Herrera goes with it. Miranda will track it down on the far side. Purchase. Oh, it's a great run and a lovely ball, just too much weight on it. Oh, it was a great idea from Kugler. A little less pace, and if that's on the ground, and Herrera is in one-on-one against Solorio. Keeney. Sample. Thrown for Sean Keeney in Real, Colorado. Lenbauer gets there before Gutierrez. A good double team from Real, Colorado, but it will be a throw-in for Pateadores. Figueroa, McClusker, and Dirksen forward looking for the ball. Now Dirksen checks back for it as Leon comes in. Dirksen takes the space and gets the throw, leaves it off for Nielsen. Center back venturing forward. Out wide for De Andrade. A nice reverse ball from De Andrade. Jung's cross, and Figueroa couldn't climb the ladder high enough. Jarquin, good run from Jarquin. Figueroa, the pass was played behind him, and he has his pocket picked. Lenbauer steps in front of Herrera. And that's good defending from Keeney. Nice little drop of the shoulder and deception to put him off by Jarquin. But then Keeney was able to get to the loose ball first. So this will be a throw-in for Adrian Jarquin. McClusker. Only one player to find in the box for McClusker, and that cross is nowhere near him, as it's going to be a goal kick for Burns. And Real, Colorado will look to build out of the back. Gutierrez wins the free kick. Instantly killed by Keeney. Lovely skill. Oh, Jarquin, if you see his reaction, didn't think it was a foul at all. Sample certainly did, and the referee agrees. So to be a free kick for Keeney and company, as he's going to leave this one off for Ian Kugler. Bring that left foot over to the right-hand side. What can Kugler produce here? This time it's Kugler who's going to stop. Floats this one to the top of the box. And falls for Hallam on the far side. Hallam working his way to the byline. Won't get there in time as he runs out of real estate. And it'll be a goal kick for Pateadores. Solorio has Aaron Cervantes serving as his backup. Cervantes usually plays with the 16-17s, but is with the 19s for this showcase. Is up next for Pateadores will be Soccer's FC tomorrow. And then the break comes on Saturday. And they will finish the winter showcase on Sunday against FC Dallas. Real Colorado, meanwhile, will face MLS opposition tomorrow in the form of the Philadelphia Union before finishing their showcase against Chargers. Mauro Rafael. The best period of possession and pressure for Pateadores came when Rafael was on the ball. Every few passes. I think they need a bit more of that. They're stretching the field at the moment, but would love to see them settle into possession and get Mauro Rafael a bit higher up the field. And he's done an excellent job when in possession of dictating the pace and rhythm of this game for Pateadores. But it's Herrera who's been a real nuisance. It's a dangerous cross, and Solorio able to get a touch on it and direct it out wide. Well, that went out of bounds. I don't know how that's not a corner kick. And now the referee looks over to his assistant on the far side and sees that, in fact, it is a corner kick. So it'll be Real Colorado's third of the game. Kugler, Xander Wendt, Samuel Hallam, so dangerous on these set pieces. Hallam has stayed home as the last defender, but Wendt is in there. However, the ball doesn't beat the defender at the near post. Keeney. Stabbed away from Herrera. And it'll be another corner kick for Real Colorado. Five players in the box for Real Colorado. 3 players hanging out just on the edge of it. This one will be an in-swinger from the far side. I'll float it in. It's a nice ball. Skips all the way through. And Sample trying to put it across, but this one out of bounds for a goal kick. One 0 Real Colorado lead at halftime. Very good first half, evenly played, but it's Real Colorado who have their noses in front as it's 45 minutes down, 45 minutes to go, and we'll have the second half for you here on the US Soccer YouTube channel. Colorado with the 1-0 lead, courtesy of a beautiful turn and finish in the 16th minute from Will Sample. And Pateadores are looking for the equalizer here, so they want to keep their unbeaten streak to start the season going. Sporting Kansas City tied today 2-2 against the New York Red Bulls. So that means that Real Colorado is just 4 points behind them out of first place in the Frontier Division. And for Real Colorado, one of their goals, according to head coach Danny Bills, is to finish in the top 2 in the conference. So this is a side that really wants to make the playoffs, especially considering that last year the U-18-19s missed out on the playoffs by less than a percentage point when it came to the final wild card spot. And that coming down to the percentages of points per games played. And so Real Colorado were just on the cusp. You could say that they were the first team out for last year's playoffs. They want to make absolutely sure that they're in this time around, as it's going to be a throw-in for Pateadores deep in the Real Colorado end. Real Colorado has kept 7 clean sheets in 10 games this season, but they gave up 6 goals in their last 2 games. The other thing to watch out for is in their last 2 games, they gave up goals inside the final 5 minutes. So if Pateadores can press and press and press, well, Real Colorado certainly won't want to see that for the 3rd game running as they look to get back to their best defensive ways. And they have a goal kick through Burns. Morenis. McClusker helps it on. Leong slipped. And it's Leighton Purchase to go the other way. Over the top, looking for the run of Ferreira. He's in a battle with Nielsen. Is able to poke it away from him, and Real Colorado will maintain possession. This is Purchase. Had it taken off of his foot by Leong, but it's a throw-in for Herrera and Real Colorado. As Purchase works his way into the box. Niftily juggling act, but he loses out in the end, and he's whistled for the foul. Played over to the far side by D'Andrade for Jarquin. And running out of real estate is Keeney. This is Mauro Rafael. And Nielsen coming forward. Nielsen has been with Pateadores since the U13-14 age group. Rather pop that one into the air, but it's no problem for Len Bowers. He nods it forward. Down the line, looking for the run of the goal scorer sample. Right, great composure to turn and find the far corner back in the 16th minute sample, as Real Colorado have the 1-0 lead. Oh, and that's a needless foul. No more, says referee Irving Navarro. Navarro out of Cal South. Was flanked by his assistants, Scarlett Keene along the benches out of Tennessee. And Kyle Johnston, assistant referee number 2 on what is the near side for the purpose of our cameras. And the 4th official in between the benches is Sean Giza out of Ohio. McClusker threads it through. Figueroa able to get on the end of it in a battle with Keeney. Figueroa muscles him off the ball. And it's hooked clear by Purchase. Only as far as Nielsen. Once again, Pateadores have all players in Real Colorado's half. Len Bauer. He can get forward and score goals, Len Bauer. In the overlap. Figueroa, excuse me, Figueroa mishit his cross. I apologize, we do not have a cough button up here. That one caught me off guard. Clap of the Pateadores players, as it was the pressure that led to that ball being cleared out of bounds, which gives it back to them, albeit in their own half. Rafael can quarterback the attack once again. Mauro Rafael is on his way to play his college ball at one of the best Division II conferences in the country in the CCAA, where he'll play for Cal State San Marcos. Been really impressed with the skill and the tranquility of Ryan Nielsen at center back position. And here he is again, Nielsen. Was being watched by Greg Hill, who checked in at halftime. Top of the box, Dirksen. His shot is charged down, and the offside flag is up against McClusker. And so this one will be put on the ground for the offsides, and very good sportsmanship between McClusker and Burns. So it'll be a free kick in the 62nd minute, 52nd rather. Figueroa flying forward. Oh, it falls nicely for Figueroa. And at full stretch is Burns to make the save. Cougar. He's being pressed. And off of Nielsen last. Herrera takes it quickly. Hill. His father, Doug Hill, is the head coach at Air Force. Gets it out wide. Keeney. Sample. Works his way into the box, and it's off of him last. It'll be a goal kick for Pateadores. Rafael. Leong flying forward, running at the back four. Zheng. I tried to thread it through for Leong, who continued his run. Purchase with the header. Hill pushes it forward. One back by Rafael. Hill takes it off of his hood. Good work by the junior, Greg Hill. Oh, it's a good run, good save. And Nielsen made sure there was no rebound. And once again, it's Johnny Herrera who's at the heart of everything Real Colorado does going forward. But Solario was equal to the task. And then stuff as McClusker was pushed away just in time, and Burns came out to take. Purchase. He'll clip it to the far side. Keeney gets it back to Hill. Morenis. Keeney. Liam Dirksen. Jarquin. DeAndrade providing the width. Pateadores so comfortable in possession. Love to combine to try and break down teams. That's what they're looking to do. But stepping in was Morenis once again. DeAndrade has stayed forward. It's a good ball. And flying out to punch is Burns. This will be a free kick for Pateadores. Another chance to send this one into the area. It's Liam Dirksen who's over it. Dirksen in his 4th year with the club. This is what his specialty is. Setting in good services from deep areas. Dirksen puts it to the back post, headed away with Chung on the prowl. And Chung will be called for coming through the back of Herrera. So it'll be a free kick for Real Colorado. And a chance for Pateadores, really could have locked him in there. So it's not the best foul you want to give up. DeAndrade wins it. And Kruger able to poke it back. Burns swings it to the far side as Sample unable to control. Lenbauer. Miscue from Lenbauer. And overtaking a Sample on the far side. And coming back in coverage was Mara Rafael. I felt he was fouled. Referee disagrees and plays goes on. Herrera pumps it into the box. It's onto the boot. And going down. DeAndrade able to come away with it. Morenes. And Morenes turning, and he'll get the free kick. This one played into the box and skying to take it to Solorio over Herrera. Looks like he might have caught him in the face. Wasn't intentional. Herrera slow to get up. And the ball coming in. You could see Solorio coming up, and the goalkeeper has every right to go up for it, but Giovanni Herrera not happy with the manner in which Solorio did. That's Pateadores to build down the far side. Headed away by Hallam. Kugler inside for Morenes. Morenes really is the defensive linchpin, but this one played behind him. Dirksen, McClusker. McClusker gets by Wendt. Wendt recovers to make the block. Excellent work from Xander Wendt. Looked like he was beaten, but got back and didn't allow the cross in, but it will be a corner kick for Pateadores. Fourth of the game for the Southern California side. The outswinger doesn't beat the defender at the near post. Jung. Nielsen. Back to Jung. Inside for Rafael. These are the positions they need Rafael to be in. McClusker was able to do just enough to keep possession for Pateadores this time around. And after a couple substitutions were made by Real Colorado at halftime, we're going to see the first substitutions of the game for Pateadores, but first another change for Real Colorado, as it's the goal scorer Semple who comes off. So Semple departs, but not before scoring his third goal of the season. And now here comes the changes for Pateadores. It's coming in for Semple was Ayman Bouchara. And here come the two new fresh legs for Pateadores. as it's Nathan Franco who enters the fray alongside Rafael Espinosa. Nathan Franco will play his college ball at LMU, while Espinosa is off to UCI. Loyola Marymount and University of California, Irvine. And this one in for Espinosa. And right away, even though he's offside, you can see the danger that Espinosa poses. Really good at stretching defenses with his pace, Rafael Espinosa, the number 18 for Pateadores. And the flag went up that time, but the Real Colorado back line has been warned. Blatant purchase, barges from Lenbauer. He had to get that right, otherwise he would have been penalized. Safety first from Burns. Header won by Purchase. Rafael tries to bring it down to terra firma, but instead it's overtaken by Herrera. Herrera running right at the heart of that back line. Slides it out wide. Bouchara, his first real involvement of the game, and it's a good one as he wins a corner kick for Real Colorado. So it's Herrera who will take the corner kick. Fourth of the game for Real Colorado. The outswinger. Hallam puts it back into the danger area. Danger still might be on here. Bouchara taps it home, but the offside flag is up. Oh, the man who won the corner kick very nearly scored it. And it remains 1-0 here at the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. On the first day of the U.S. Soccer Boys Development Academy Showcase. So this throw-in will be left off for De Andrade. Franco's cross is low, and it's cleared away by Hallam. Franco. And Morenes did just enough to put him off, but it's another corner kick for Pateadores as they're in search of the equalizer midway through the second half. The last service was low. This one needs to at least beat that first defender at the near post. And it does that, but Burns skies to take it. He's looking for the quick outlet as well. Unable to find Giovanni Herrera. Thought he had a real opportunity to be off and running. Andrade. Intercepted by Hill. Shark Queen wants options. Instead, he'll look to stretch the lines with the long ball for Franco. He's able to bring it down. Has Keeney draped around him. Franco able to speed past Keeney, but couldn't get by Morenes. Let's make that halal on far side. Morenes intercepts. Clearance won back by Lenbauer. Forward for Franco. He pulls the trigger. It's the equalizer. Franco off the bench to devastating effect. And we're level in Lakewood Ranch. Saw the keeper just a few steps off his line, but measured his shot to perfection. Five goals now in just his 7th appearance for Nathan Franco. And it's a game on once again at the Premier Sports Campus. Franco in a foot race with Went, who will get there first. He had the angle, and Went does really well to turn him. He'll clip it over the top. A bit too far for Purchase, who's unable to track it down. And the throw-in will be taken by Nielsen. Zhang. Sharqueen. Zhang. Two of them will play catch. This one back to the South Korean Chung. It's good work by Leighton Purchase in the middle for Real Colorado. Bouchara wants the free kick, and he's going to get it on the far side. Is the referee going to produce the game's first yellow? Just the talking to for Jarquin. So still no bookings through 58 minutes. That's that one over the head of Hill. Andrade chases it down. Forward looking for the run of the goal scorer, Franco. A correction, Espinosa. And it'll be a throw-in for Pateadores. Andrade to Espinosa. A good job not to let him turn from Kugler. But it will be another throw-in for Pateadores. One back by Bronson. Purchase will slide it out wide. Keeney drives it forward looking for Herrera, but Lenbauer steps in front. And Raphael dragged off illegally in the referee's point of view by Leighton Purchase. A break in play here is it's going to be another double change for Teddy Chronopoulos' Pateadores. High five for Jung as he walks off. Teddy Chronopoulos, a former Major League Soccer player with the old Metro Stars as well as the New England Revolution. He also spent some time in Greece's Premier Division with Pagnones. A corner kick for Pateadores. It's the 5th of the game. Can they make it tell? Be an in-swinger from the far side. Oh, it's a dangerous ball in, punched away by Burns. Rafael at the top of the box. Clip to the back post, free header. The flag stays down and somehow they're unable to get it in. Well, who put Saran Wrap on the goal? Now a chance could be on going the other way. Morenis. A great job by the center back, Lenbauer. Well, somehow it's still 1-1. Andrade steps inside of Bronson. Inside for Franco. Franco was unable to sort his feet out, and Keeney was able to get it away. Purchase looking over the top. Len Bauer seizes the loose ball, and Rafael will slow things down for Pateadores. Bouchard wins the free kick for Real Colorado. Herrera. Bronson running off of him. Andrade keeping a watchful eye. Herrera. Flicks it through for Bronson. Back to Herrera. That's a good run from Herrera. He'll slide it off. Bouchard! Great save from Solorio. Now another substitution as Kugler's coming off. So fresh bodies onto the field for Real Colorado. Solorio punches, and he wins the free kick. So Kugler off, and coming on for him is Sean McDonald. McDonald out of Arvada, Colorado, is very strong in the tackle. Espinosa. Went challenges him. Andrade flying forward and sliding in is Talon Bronson. Been impressed with De Andrade when he's gotten into the attack. He's going to take another throw in here. De Andrade, in just his first season with Pateadores, it's been really good down this right-hand side. So this one back to Nielsen. Gets it inside for Leong. I was trying to slide it through for Espinosa. But instead, it's going to be Real Colorado to bring it the other way. This is Bronson. Leaves it off for Herrera. Overlapping run coming from McDonald. And allows Herrera to switch it to the far side. Bouchard steps in to win it. Bit heavy of a touch. And that is a tough sliding challenge from Purchase. And it's going to produce the game's first card. So Leighton Purchase becomes the first player to go into the referee's book this afternoon. You can see a loose ball, and whenever there's a loose ball and two players going for it, there's always that chance that a player is going to slide in. You can almost see them coming. When Pateadores man got there first, and Purchase just a split second too late with his challenge. That one awkwardly off the head of Hill. Lovely passing along the floor by Pateadores. And then they find the outlet ball to Nielsen. Opens things up for Andrade on the near side. One back by McDonald. A great job by Andrade to get his body in the way, but it is off of him last. Herrera, little touchdown for Purchase. Keeney slides it out wide for Bouchard and carries his run. Space for Bronson. Working on Andrade. Bronson clips to the back post, just a bit too much curl in it, and quickly off his line to take it to Solorio. Looking for the quick distribution, and this one will bounce all the way through for Burns. Both teams taking their turns attacking each other in what has been a really fun match to watch. 1-1 as we head into the final stages of this one. It's anybody's guess as to which team is more likely to find the winner. Played in, and nobody there except for Burns. It's an easy take for him, and it's quickly played out to McDonald. McDonald flying forward. Bronson, two-man game with McDonald. He'll get it back to Xander Wendt. Wendt looking for options. A great job by Franco standing in between the center backs to not allow that ball. It forces the diagonal, which is cut off. Franco looking to make the run through, and it was a great play by Hallam. Otherwise, Franco would have been behind the defense rather than running at him, and he has the ball taken away by Purchase. Bouchara. Eli Morenis. Bronson has the overlap from McDonald. That's a 2-on-1 against Andrade. McDonald takes the inside route. Leaves it off for Morenis. Player's gone down, it's Leong. Didn't see exactly what happened. Leong grabbing the back of his leg. I think he might be cramping the way he's being stretched out. Matt Leong in his first season with Pateadores. He's really impressed me in his simplicity. He's been strong in the air, and when he gets the ball, just makes the simple right pass, usually just to a player's feet. Might not be flashy, but he does all the little things right. It's the medical staff coming out to check on Matt Leong. Leong out of Dana Point, California. If you've never been, I suggest you go. It's one of the most beautiful coastal cities in Southern California. Leong being helped onto the cart. So that's going to be one of the substitutions that Teddy Chronopoulos is preparing of the two. Meanwhile, the entire Real Colorado team went to their bench to have a word with head coach Danny Bills, as well as get some water in their system. So two more substitutions being made. As Leong's replacement is in. Also coming off for Pateadores is Pablo Figueroa. De Andrade sportingly plays it out. Whistled for the foul is Joseph Emga. So Emga's on in place of Leong. There's a chance to counter here for Pateadores if they can get forward quickly. It was looking for the run of Franco, smartly headed back to Burns by Hallam. Pop forward for Espinosa. He's working on Wendt. Has De Andrade in support and uses him. Back to Rafael Espinosa. Espinosa trying to create something coming inside. It was quickly closed down by 3 black jerseys. And now it's Real Colorado's turn to go forward. Inside for Greg Hill. Leaves it off for Bronson. Bronson looking to take on Emga. Little touch off for Purchase. Purchase will get it out wide for Keeney. Has Bouchara. Now Bouchara cutting in. That's a good run from Bouchara. Slots it for Hill, just a bit too far beyond him. And quickly off his line is Alan Solorio. Over for Emga in his 4th year with Pateadores. Rafael. And get it right back. This is Maro Rafael. 1-1 in the 83rd minute. Real Colorado pouring forward, looking to break the deadlock. Real Colorado opened the scoring in the first half through Will Semple, but Franco answered back for Pateadores midway through the second. And now will there be a late winner here, as that's going to be the second yellow card of the game for the challenge on Bouchara. Teddy Chronopoulos coming over to check on Bouchara. Bouchara in his first season with Real Colorado after joining from the Colorado Rush. Good news is that he looks to be okay as he gets forward. And this will be taken by Samuel Hallam. Future University of Denver player skies it forward. It's fallen to the feet of Herrera, who overran it. Hara was able to get it forward, but he loses out. As this one played back, it's Purchase at the top of the box. Had to wait for it to come down. Pop back over in the path of Purchase, but too many white jerseys in the way. Love the way Real Colorado swarm around the ball to win it back. Morenes poked it through. It was the right idea, but Purchase was coming back for it rather than making that run into the space. And Solorio with the ball at his feet. McDonald. Intercepted by De Andrade, but won back by McDonald. Purchase. Herrera. Oh, silky skill from Herrera. But he had it poked away by Gonzalez. Morenes seizes the loose ball. Over the top for Bronson. Flag stays down. Bronson being policed by Emga. Gets back for McDonald. McDonald to measure the cross. He overhit it, and Bouchara has to backtrack. Bouchara being worked on by Hara. And it's off of Hara last. It'll be a throw-in for Amon Bouchara and Real Colorado. Off of Herrera. Pateadores have been pinned in the last few minutes. Solorio. Nielsen. Emga. Has a step on Bronson, gets back. A heavy collision. Morenes wondering why there's no foul. And it's going to be a throw-in instead for Pateadores. Well, you could see the clash there. Morenes definitely has an argument, but I guess you could say both players ran into each other and both of them only had eyes for the ball. So in the end, it's a throw-in for Emga. De Andrade. McDonald was able to stab it away from him. Purchase. Bronson. Morenes saunders forward. And Bouchara wasn't making the run. De Andrade is down behind the play. And now the referee is going to hold up and come over and check on De Andrade. It looks like he's cramping. Coach Danny Bills. The other thing you have to take into consideration now is with the last two injuries and the cart having to come onto the field is how much stoppage time will be added on. It's been a well-ref game by Irving Navarro. One of just 300 referees who's going to be here over the 2 weeks of the Boys and Girls Winter Development Academy showcases. As De Andrade being stretched out. If the 1-1 scoreline holds, Real Colorado would go to 5-1-5 on the season. Well, Pateadores would go to 3-0-4. Their unbeaten record would remain intact. And of course, 3 points always better than 1. So we're into the final few minutes of the 90 here. And De Andrade is going to wait to come back on. Has to get the referee's permission. As this one skips past Espinosa. Xander Wentz is over to tidy up. Espinosa applying the high pressure. Morenes didn't seem at all bothered. And here comes Morenes. Purchase. Has 3 white jerseys for company, and he's able to hold it up and win the foul. Into the final minute of the 90. Will either side find a late winner here? Intercepted by Gonzalez. Played over the top, looking for the run of Franco. Has a step on Keeney, who's able to win the ball. That's a tremendous challenge from Keeney, but Franco wins it right back. Inside for De Andrade, who just came back on. Franco can't get by Hallam, and Keeney will sleep it clear. Remember, Real Colorado have given up goals in the last 5 minutes of both of their last games. They're holding strong firm here, though, and now it's their opportunity to go in search of a winner. McDonald motoring forward, continuing his run, McDonald.
4 minutes.
And there will be 4 minutes of stoppage time added on. Still plenty of time for either side to find a winner. It's Hill battling forward on the far side. Play goes on, says the referee. It's really let them play today, and I've enjoyed that from Irving Navarro. Keeney pushes it forward. Intercepted by Jara. One back by Real Colorado. Keeney flies into the box, to the end line, back for Bouchara! Could potentially be the winner for Real Colorado. It's the sub, Eamon Bouchara. And that's what he thinks of that. Eamon Bouchara in stoppage time. But give the credit to the run of Sean Keeney, getting to the end line, picking up his head, and pulling it back for Bouchara. Still had it all to do, but it was a confident finish from the second half substitute. Oh, it's becoming their trademark, Real Colorado. Get the ball to the end line and pull it back for a player making a late run. And it was beautifully executed there. Is that the game-winning goal, or is there more drama to be had here in Lakewood Ranch? Well, head coach Danny Bills looking like a genius. He started Semple, who scored, and then he brings on Bouchara as his replacement, and it's Bouchara who finds, as things stand, the game winner. As that's going to be a yellow card for a bit of petulance from Lenbauer. So 2 right wingers and 2 goals for Danny Bills' Real Colorado. So they have the 2-1 lead deep into stoppage time. It would pull them to within just 1 point of Sporting Kansas City. Of course, it depends on the other results from today's games, but coming into today, Sporting Kansas City had the lead. And then they got an extra point in their 2-2 draw with the New York Red Bulls. And so before kickoff, Real Colorado were just 4 points behind them for first place in the Frontier Division, even though they came in at 5th place. Bought down by Espinoza. Oh, and Espinoza coming in with a tough challenge. Herrera. Giovanni Herrera has been excellent in the free roll. He's been so creative going forward, and his distribution has been excellent as well. Perhaps forcing that one a little bit. That's a throw in on the far side for Pateadores. Do they have anything left in the tank? On the verge of suffering their first defeat of the season, Pateadores. Herrera with the cushion header down. Real Colorado will be in no hurry to take these throw-ins as Keeney walks up to it. Keeney with the game-winning assist as things stand, unless DeAndrade can do something about it. He stayed forward here, intercepted by Sean McDonald. Over for Bronson. Bronson going inside. They're looking for the goal to kill off this game. Real Colorado. It's Herrera. Herrera leaves it off for Purchase. Purchase to have a go. It's blocked. Falls Conley for Bronson. And that is the icing on the cake. Real Colorado 3, Pateadores 1. And surely it's all 3 points to Colorado, who will get their 5th win of the season. And let's see what this celebration is. Not bad. Talon Bronson with his 3rd goal this season. 2 goals in stoppage time. And Real Colorado, 3 goals on their way to 3 points in their first match in Lakewood Ranch, Florida, as that will do it. Real Colorado get their winter showcase off to a winning start with a 3-1 win over Pateadores handing Pateadores their first loss of the season in the process. Goals from Sample in the first half, and then Bouchara and Bronson in stoppage time to give them the 3-1 win. Franco with the lone tally to tie things up at 1 midway through the second half, but Real Colorado with a late barrage to come out winners on this game. Up next for them, it's the Philadelphia Union tomorrow, while Pateadores will face off against Sockers FC. Well, that will do it for a great first day here at the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Winter Showcase. Real Colorado 3, Pateadores 1. Thank you so much for joining us. A reminder to join us tomorrow for the U-17 Nike International Friendlies, with Brazil taking on Portugal at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, followed by the USA facing off against Turkey. And then after that, it'll be back to the Winter Showcase with more Development Academy matches for you. But for now, I'm Mark Serber saying so long from the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch, Florida, where it finishes Real Colorado 3, Pateadores 1.